This is cs952, Introduction to Web Technologies and Design. And in this module, we're going to learn how to add some additional features to our website using JavaScript and jQuery. Now, we've actually been using JavaScript and jQuery since we started working with Dreamweaver because the Bootstrap 3 framework includes JavaScript and jQuery. So it's been there all along, kind of working in the background, helping us with our navigation and various other things. But now we're going to learn how to add in some additional JavaScript or jQuery features to our website. And I'm working with our template file. So if you don't have your template file open up your template file, and let's go to split view, where we're going to see live view and split view. So we can make changes to our code and also see how that's going to be reflected in our website. So what I want to do is I want to go to my footer. So I've got I'm looking at my DOM panel here. Clicking on my body tag, I'm going to open up my body tag, and I've got our nav, our section, and our footer. So let's click on our footer. And in our footer, we have this little bit of text that says Copyright 2016 Jose Garcia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete 2016. I've got the text highlighted, and I'm just going to hit backspace. And that deletes the text. And I did that, and then Dreamweaver says, hey, do you want to refresh the page? I'll go ahead and say, hit the F5 key, or I can click on refresh here to refresh the page. So now we just have a copyright symbol. So this is what I'm going to include. I'm going to include a little JavaScript. And in order to get JavaScript on our page, the first thing we need to do is tell the web browser, execute JavaScript. Here comes some JavaScript for you. And so we put our JavaScript inside of a JavaScript tag, just like we put our heading content inside of a heading tag, we put our paragraph content inside of a paragraph tag. We're going to put our JavaScript inside of a script tag. So I type script, S-C-R-I-P-T, and you can see Dreamweaver's filling it in for me. I can click on that. Now I've got my opening script tag. Now I need to close that, so I'm going to type the arrow that points to the left, then the / key, and then as soon as I do that much, Dreamweaver fills in the rest of it for me, because Dreamweaver knows that we need to have a matching closing script tag to go along with that opening script tag. And again, it says you've made changes. Do you want to refresh? And I'll hit refresh to refresh my page. So when the web browser gets to the word script, it stops running HTML and starts to run JavaScript. So we're going to use the JavaScript. We're going to put in document. Remember, we talked about how JavaScript is built around the document object model, document dot, and we're going to use what's called the write method, W-R-I-T-E. So we start off with document because we're going to be writing to our document, period, write. So this write is like a function or an extra little feature or an extra tool that you get that goes along with the document. Now, after the word write, I'm going to type a parentheses, opening parentheses and a closing parentheses. And inside of this parentheses, I'm going to put in what I want to write. And what I want to write is 2001. Now, it's real important that when we're done with this line, document.write 2001, that we put a semicolon, because a semicolon tells the web browser, hey, this is the end of this line of instructions. If you don't put that semicolon there, it's like you kept talking, but you never finished your sentence. So I'm going to hit refresh. And when I do, you can now see that my footer says copyright 2001. And you're probably thinking, hey, we could have just done that using just plain old HTML. Why did we do that? Why do we need to put in this document.write function? Well, JavaScript can do more than just write something on the screen. It can run like a little program. So let's say instead of just typing write 2001, I'm going to write 2001 plus, like it's a math sign, 14, and now I'm going to hit refresh again. And now you can see it says copyright 2015, because inside of that parentheses, it actually did a little math, right? It said, I told JavaScript, I want you to write, and what do I want you to write? I want you to write the sum of 2001 plus 14, which is, of course, 2015. So we can see that inside of these parentheses, this document right, we can actually have more stuff happening. It's not just static. We can actually put a little miniature program in there. So this is what we're going to do now. I'm going to take out 2001, and I'm going to type new, N-E-W, and then I'm going to type date. Now this is creating a new date object, which sounds kind of complicated, but basically the date object is like another little feature that's built into JavaScript. It's already included in the JavaScript code. If I say a new date, JavaScript says, oh yeah, you want something, you're going to be working with dates. I've got all this kind of cool tools already built into JavaScript specifically for working with dates. So I'm going to type in two parentheses, just like we had parentheses after right. And now I'm going to actually add in an additional little feature here, the date object, which is get, G-E-T, full, F-U-L-L, year, Y-E-A-R. And in this case, I need to put two more parentheses there. So what's going to happen is, when this JavaScript runs, it's going to create a new member of the date object. It's going to create a new object, a date object, which has got all these cool functions and features just for working with dates. What's the day? What's the month? In this case, I'm asking it to get the full year. So let's hit F5 to refresh. And when I do that, now you can see it says copyright 2016. So you've probably already figured out that by using this line of JavaScript instead of our plain HTML, we don't have to change the date every year for our web page. That every year it's going to automatically update to the new year, because when the web page loads, it's going to create a new member of the date object, and it's going to get whatever the current year is. So that's all we needed to do. I'm going to click on my Save All button, and then when we do that, we get our usual message. Do we want to update files based on this template? I'm going to say, yeah, let's update. And it's updated all of our pages. I'll go ahead and close that, and then let's go to Preview, F12 Preview in a web browser. Of course, this is just our template page, but if we click and we look at our home page and we scroll down, there we have it. Our ever-changing date automatically generated for us, courtesy of JavaScript.